Hello there, and welcome to the Hammerman for today, November the 21st. That is 1121. That's exciting. I don't know, it's just fun. I like numbers with lots of ones. It makes me feel special. Oh, don't mind me. I think I might be coming down with a cold. Got a bit of a sniffle, itchy nose, you know how it goes. Sore throat. So, I may not be as loud as normal, but I'm sure editing can fix that up just fantastically. On the plus side, stage 1, down like a chump. Yes, I didn't even really pay attention to it, honestly. I was like, oh, building dropped, dumb tanks, whatever. Flawless later, me win, blah. Move on to stage 2. You know what the worst part is? I'm pretty sure if I had moved, like, my hot pot over to almost where the woodshed is, the woodshed, whoa. The wood storage place, I'm sure that I probably could have pulled off a flawless there because the hot pot would have been, like, right in the line of everything and just been like, you're melted! Same thing with this attack, actually, because everything lands so far over to the left. I feel like if I had had the hot pot pretty much where that woodshed is, it would have just fried everything, and it would have made this level another flawless. I probably could have gotten 2 flawlesses in a row had I known where things were going to land, but that's okay. Next time, next week, we'll be back. We'll get our flawlesses. And with luck, we will still have the hot pot. I did bail on the laser beam from last week, because obviously that's one thing I noticed about this new Dr. T, like, rotation, or Cycle of Terror, if you would. I don't know if we can call it Cycle of Terror, though, because, like, we don't call it Dr. T anymore. It's more like the Cycle of T? I don't know. Did they actually change the name for that when they changed everything else? Like, anyway, I'm not gonna get too hung up on it, but I'm kind of hung up on it. So, you know, WTF? I'm gonna go with it's the cycle of Bourguignon now, much like the beef. No, it was worth a shot. So, anyways, I have completely spazzed out and forgot where I was, what I was talking about. Right! So with the new cycle, because it's now 7 days in a row, like, before you had that 1 day overlap, so you could actually build, say, a hot pot, or any prototype. You could build the prototype, put it on your base, do your defense for Hammerman, roll until the next Hammerman, which was only 6 days away, and the prototype lasted 7, so you'd have, you know, at least a few hours left on it. Do your defense there, let your prototype expire, wait for an extra week, well, not week, but like 5-6 days, whatever, to then once again build another prototype and repeat the cycle. So you kind of had like a week on with prototype, week off without prototype. Week on, week off, week on. It worked out incredibly well for me. I really enjoyed it because, you know, I felt like I was being slightly more efficient with my gears. Like, if I got, say, 5 gears from doing a defense, and in 1 week, technically building a level 3 hot pot, I'm a gear down, but then the next week, I could pull it off and have, like, say, 3 more gears. Now out of that 1 hot pot, I'm making 2 gears. It was kind of how I rationalized to start, like, whipping out the hot pots. I'd look at the loot and be like, wow, okay, all I gotta do is get, like, 3 gears and 3 of this and 2 of this and 1 of this, and, like, boom, suddenly I've got a free hot pot. I may not necessarily be profiting, I guess, but at least, you know, I'm getting something. Now that it's a 7-day cycle, also, it is suddenly much harder to do this because, man, it's a matter of minutes. You know, if your timing is a little bit off, poof, suddenly you have no hot pot. It's kind of brutal. So I might have to figure something out. I'm gonna have to work out a system, maybe do like a time rotation. I don't know. We're gonna have to figure this one out. But I don't know if I could stop hot potting, honestly, at this point. Until I, like, roll up with maxed out flamethrowers and machine guns, I have a feeling I'm going to be dropping the hot pot, because getting all the way through to stage 7 is just... You really do get a lot more loot. And when you're breaking even on the parts to make the prototype, that means anything that you're getting in addition to that is pure profit, which is absolutely awesome. And oh man, stage 6 already? Sorry. Yeah, stage 6, by the way, really tied me up. I excuse me, I am... This is actually a replay, because the first time I did it, I just failed horribly. And then I rearranged a few buildings. You might not see it here, you might not really notice it, but I did rearrange a few things, because they didn't blow up a lot of buildings during this level. It was all like critters and shocks. So it was a matter of just kind of shuffling things around to make the critters and shocks hit when and where I want, and not affect, you know, what I didn't want, kind of a thing. But it was like, for a stage 6, stage 6 actually I think gave me more difficulties than stage 7, which seems really super weird, but it's 100% true. That said, my second playthrough... Yeah, that works. My second playthrough, I fully intended on... I was still reviewing, because obviously once I go through the first time, I review the footage, I see what gets bombed, see what gets crittered, I see this, I see that, and I check all my things. So I meant to actually hit on, like, review or view the attack, or whatever you want to call it. And instead of hitting watch attack, I hit defend, and I was like, oh, Nimrod, because I had just moved like 2 or 3 buildings around, and I was like, okay, that'll do. Let's go back and review some more. And, well, as you can see, I am actually defending here. I'm maxing this out to 4 times speed, because it is a win by time, but I fully did not mean to actually do this defense, which was kind of crazy, but whatevs. We made it. That's the important thing. Whether we make it by an inch or a mile, a win is a win. I don't know. Some incredibly wise man once said that in a movie somewhere about something. Stage 7! That's right, the Scorchers are coming. So I obviously made an attempt and failed, so then I redesigned really quickly with all those boom mines, in case you didn't notice, to make that Scorcher feel the pain, and feel the pain it did. I gotta say, I am pretty impressed with how fast that Scorcher went down once it hit all those mines. And then I actually thought about it, I was like, holy crow, those are like 5k damage each, and it just rolled over 6 of them, and then took at least 2 slugs from a maxed out boom cannon, well, 2 maxed out boom cannons technically, and it just, like, it got face rolled, which was awesome, because that's what you kind of want the Scorcher to suffer, but also it was kind of, I don't know, it was just surprising, because I'm used to, like, rolling with my Scorchers, and they just, you know, it doesn't quit. It's like, you've got all of the hit points, continue doing what you're doing, hooray! Or at least it feels like that sometimes, I don't know. Also on this level, for some reason, I glitched out the hot pot so many times, I don't even know what was going on. I'm not sure why or how, but I do know there were at least 3 replays where I was like, oh, glitched, what the heck, glitched, oh my glitched. And a couple of the replays were because it glitched, and I was like, oh, if it didn't glitch, it probably would have killed everything, and then I would have won. Turns out maybe not so much. Anyways, guys, this has been the Hammerman. Thanks very much for watching. Hopefully this has been helpful. Hopefully it's been entertaining. And most importantly, Hopefully you guys have yourselves a fantastic day.